Adam, 2-1 loss to Oldham Athletic today. How do you view that performance?
I'm pleased with the performance. We just wanted a marked improvement really from how we performed on Tuesday, and I thought we got that. I thought we had a better shape about us. We were more organised, more compact, and I thought there were spells, within the game in both halves where we were much better with and without the ball. So it's always difficult as well, second half, especially when you're making numerous changes. You've got a lot of young lads on there. It's tough against, obviously, a team that's, the league above and expected to do really well in that league. So overall, I'm pleased. Disappointed again with the goals, but outside of that, I thought the players did well.
You touched on the goals there, one of them coming from a mistake. Do you reckon Cam will work out of that as the season comes along?
100%, yeah. It's not something we're going to make a big deal of. To be fair, I maybe shouldn't have played him, to be honest. He's struggling a little bit, he's carrying a little bit in his quad, but no, I think a fit Cameron doesn't do that, so it's a minimal thing.
I mean, we seem to be dropping like flies at the moment. Can you give us any update on Jessup?
Well, first signs don't look good. I think he's booked in for a scan on Monday already, which is good. And we'll just have to wait and see what the outcome of that is. Just gutted for him, really. A bit innocuous again. No real contact, and you always worry about them ones. So, fingers crossed it's not as bad as what it could be. But it just kind of sums up exactly where we are at the moment. We're just having a little bit of misfortune. Lads getting little niggles and twinges and knocks, and we've probably got more with Lucia on Tuesday than we will have training. So yeah, tough. But look, what I would say is there's a couple of weeks to go till the start of the season. I'm pretty confident we'll have the majority back available, if not all of them, for that Darlington game. I'm not really bothered about next week's game now, if I'm being honest. But the rest of the lads who obviously are fit and who've been kept on going out there, I'm really pleased with their attitude and application, because it's easy for a group of players to get downbeat when they see good players getting injured, and not just one or two, but in our case we've got half a dozen. So, but they've stuck at it and they've kept working hard even when the team's been decimated, and when we've got young lads on there, trialists on there. That's just what they're like, this group of lads. They're good, honest. They apply themselves properly. They go about the work in the right way. So yeah, we'll be fine.
Stefan Moles, another great performance from him, even notching another goal. He could be really impactful this season.
Well, hopefully, yeah. That's why we brought him in. We want all the players we brought in to have an impact on the team. But I think it was a great goal, and I thought we deserved it, to be honest. It was a good little bit of build-up play, a little bit more patience. We worked it well out to this side, and Marnie set it for Jordan, who's put a brilliant ball in there. And he did similar actually the other day, didn't he? And we scored from that. It was an own goal mine, but we still scored from it. And he's got that quality when you get him into them areas, Jordan. But I was pleased that we had more bodies in the box when the ball went in there, even though the initial contact's gone off one of their defenders and the keepers saved it. If we've got bodies in there, then you're going to land on drop downs, and thankfully Stefan was there and smashed it in. But Jamie Allen was in there, Dylan was in there, and that was one of the things that I criticised the lads about on Tuesday night, certainly in that first half, is that for all the times we got into good positions, we weren't committed enough to get in the box. And it's good to see that we managed to get decent numbers in there today, and if you keep on doing that, things fall for you and you score goals. So yeah, Stefan, it's his first 90 minutes today. Physically probably a little bit fatigued at the end, like they all were, but he's done okay so far, and we'll hopefully he'll have an impact throughout the season like everybody else will.
With it being a quick turnaround from the 4-1 at Macclesfield, Isaac Sinclair featured today despite getting a red card. How impactful was that as well?
Well, I thought Isaac did better again today. Obviously we've been using him in the middle of the park, and he's played with several people in there, so it's not ideal, for any player if you move in position and you you're obviously playing with different partners. It's tough, but I thought he had a decent game today. Obviously gutted with his red card, and he's going to be suspended at the start of the season. How many games that'll be, I'm waiting for confirmation of that. But I was really pleased today that it didn't dampen his spirits, and he put in another good performance. And yeah, he'll be chomping at the bit once he's over his suspension.
Finally, FC Halifax Town next Saturday now, just before the season starts. How do you look going into that one?
Well, let's see who we can field. I might have to, get in touch with Millie and see if we can have a 7-a-side. But joking aside, no, it's just back to work now. Another good week of training. Get some rehab into the lads who obviously need it and who are missing. Hopefully, get 1 or 2 back so we can get some more minutes next Saturday. Obviously, it's our last pre-season game, so we want to put in another decent performance. I'm not all that fussed about results, to be honest, at this stage. They're irrelevant in pre-season. What we wanted to see today was a marked improvement individually, collectively, from that we saw against Macclesfield, and we certainly saw that. And in fairness, I think we've looked good in pre-season. Take that Macclesfield game out the equation, where we were just off it. I think we've performed quite well in the end. So we just got to work hard again this week. Get to the Halifax game, field as strong a side as we can, put in another decent performance, and then probably the most enjoyable week of pre-season is the week before the season starts, because you want to get to that competitive game, and we're looking forward to that game. It's a massive first game for us. So we'll just keep working hard these next couple of weeks, and we'll be ready to go.
Cheers, Adam.
Cheers.